to the second episode of my Steam Library Challenge, where I'm playing at least 2 hours of every game in my Steam library to get a quick impression to see if I want to continue playing them after I'm done with this. So the game I just recently played was Kerbal Space Program, which is a space physics game. The idea is that you get a spaceship, you make a rocket, and you get it into orbit, get it into the launch, and try to make it somewhere, right? There are a lot of things you can do. It launched on April 27th, 2015, so it's been out for a little while. And there are 3 different gameplay modes that you can do. There's a sandbox mode, which you're free to build anything. You have unlimited money, unlimited resources. You do your own thing. There's a science mode, where your goal is to unlock different scientific levels so you can unlock more things in the game. And I think you have a little bit more range than that as well. Then you have career mode, where you have to manage a lot of things. You have money to look after, resources to look after. You have to manage reputation, etc., stuff like that. So it's kind of a challenge to unlock things as you go along. The goal in this game is to mine for resources. You construct space stations out there. They've even collaborated with NASA to get some information, so you can kind of learn what it's like to capture asteroids in the game. So that's really cool. So let's look at the good in the game. The great thing that I found about this game is the tutorial. The tutorial is the easiest way to learn what you need to do. It's pretty comprehensive and it'll get you started in the right direction. The next great thing about this game is that if you look on Steam, there are thousands and thousands of positive reviews. People love this game. Even when I was streaming the game, I had people stop into my stream who had played this game for thousands of hours. Not hundreds of hours, thousands of hours, guys. This is a game that people dedicate their gaming time to. What you'll find too, that what really drew me to the game is that they've got a lot of really cute Martians. So I was like, oh man, these are cute. This is what I'm gonna get. A lot of my friends said they love the game, so I bought the game a long time ago. It's just been sitting in my library until then. So let's talk about the bad though. This is my first time ever playing the game, and I admit that this is not a great game for newbies. Me only giving 2 hours to the game is not really doing the game justice, and I admit that fully. However, for me, I like to have a game that I get into right away, and then just build my interest in the game over time. My problem with this game is that I did a lot of research on the game the day before I actually played, and there are tons of tutorials online that said, someone said start with a career mode, someone said start with a sandbox so you get an idea. None of those things worked for me, so what I did is I went back and read the tutorials. The tutorials, as good as they can be, are very, very long, and it's like reading a nonfiction book. So if you don't have time and the brain power after a long day at work to sit down and just read through these tutorials, then it's a very hard game to get into. And I'm not saying this lightly. I feel like I'm a very smart person, so it's hard for me to say that it was hard for me to get into the game, because I enjoy sciences, but there's a lot to remember in this game. Even if I went back right now and played the game after playing it for a while, I don't think I'd remember exactly what went on. I'd have to look up things and do the tutorial over again. So, let's get down to the brass tacks. Will I play this game again? Unfortunately, it's unlikely. As much as this game has a lot of promise, it's not a game that I see myself really going back to and dedicating time to when I have a ton of other games to play. So I'm not saying this game is bad, because it's not a bad game, and that's very obvious by the amount of people who still continue to play it every day and for thousands of hours. So don't take me wrong, I think this is a very good game, just not for me. So, what game is for me? Let's find out. Tomorrow we're doing Battle Block Theater. Come back and check here on YouTube for the next video. This looks to be a very fun platformer game. Really looking forward to it. Follow me on Twitch if you want to come hang out with my group as we watch and hang out with these games that I'm trying to get out of my Steam library. It's a good time. I'll see you guys again later. Have fun. Have a good night.